And hello everyone for the episode number 11. So, quick little video, well, normal video, but well. Anyways, I'm not gonna say I found, but someone else did, the problem to this. Apparently someone else also had a problem with can't start the machine start tutorial, and it is a bug indeed. You can read this one, and if it doesn't work, do like me. No need to quit the game, just stand, talk to Salma. Once the beginner tutorial things. Basically, we start.
Oh,
You don't
you want to
touch
play a
anything, and then you're just gonna click there, beginner tutorial. And now yes, you can click start. As simple as that. Anyway, thank you Steam community for that, and let's begin. Finally.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move,
Okay.
how powerful their attacks are,
But it's at 0 for now.
distance they can strike from, and of course, their health.
She talks a bit too
Okay,
slow,
that's enough
but...
for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
How can I cancel? Because I want to see their stats.
Move that machine forward. It's all part of the learning process.
Shut up. I want to check the stats. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna move it to the side.
Just need to move that machine forward.
Okay, you want me to move it forward so you can kill it. Okay, you're
Easy
dog
enough,
shit.
huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round. So go ahead and pick a second machine. Move that machine forward.
Okay.
It's all part of the learning process.
Okay, if you say so.
Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn.
The terrain can also affect machines, apparently 0 power. F.
We're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power against the opponent's. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power.
Okay.
And
Easy
your
enough to
current
understand.
machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0
Okay,
points of
so
attack
that's
power.
why their power is at 0.
And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain.
Okay.
So right now, the difference in combat power
Yeah,
between the 2 machines
okay.
is
I
2
don't need a
points.
math lesson. Come
This
on.
means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking, not pulling any punches, huh? See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out.
What's the point?
Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack.
Okay.
Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points.
Okay, so it's always a
So
flat
use
value.
at your own discretion.
No,
Let's try
gonna
doing
finish.
that now so you can see what I mean.
Did you saw her? What the fuck happened there? Did she just lay on the board? Good
That's
deck, I
about
guess.
it for your... Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that
So if
piece
I
so your
attack there?
machine faces mine.
And how much does it
Now
cost?
let that machine
Okay, it's for free.
have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points.
Yay.
You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time.
But mine's just gonna
And by
die.
the look of your machine, let's keep this game going. Overcharge your machine.
Okay, so you want me to fucking kill it.
Ain't that a thrill?
Okay, so the overcharge comes
Now,
after. Okay.
Because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth.
Okay.
Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do.
Okay, that's
Which
what I
means
wanted to
you
know.
can reach the coveted 7 victory points first.
That might be
That's
handy
why
once in a million
sometimes
times.
losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor.
Listening to this
Now,
girl
you'll notice you didn't
talking
get quite
is
up to
annoying
7 victory points
because she
this time,
talks slow
but
for
you
simple
did
rules.
destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner.
Okay, so either 7
That
victory
wasn't
points
so
or
hard,
destroying
was it?
everything.
Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there.
Okay.
You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor, though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. I know I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players.
Okay.
Now, if you feel like playing
The
a
pieces are
real
actually
game,
on the
I've got
same
plenty of other boards.
Position.
I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
I don't want to hear you talk.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Let's dedicate this episode to it. Terrain and knockback. Okay, so you need to double click it.
Ah, I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat.
Can you speed up her
Terrain
talking?
mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do.
Obvious.
So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines.
Okay. I can see the terrain. This one gives like there. Look. Or you can look. Just watch there. 3, 2, 1, 0. Less 2. Cannot enter the ground movement. Less 1. Okay. Okay, because they are below the level. Okay. That one's 3 above? No. 2 above? 3. This one. Whatever.
Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power.
Yes.
Combat
2
power is
plus
the
1 is
sum of a
3, just
machine's
in case you
attack
don't know,
power
guys.
and the value of the terrain it's standing on.
Oh, wow.
Since your machine is attacking,
Yeah.
it's using its 2 points
We
of
are
attack
playing
power.
a plus
It's also standing on
16?
forest terrain with a
Peggy
value
16?
of
No?
1 point.
Game? And they are
Add
learning
those
us to do
together,
basic maths.
and your machine
Just saying.
has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland
I wish I
terrain
could
with a
skip this.
value. It's also so my
Oh, I
combat
can.
power is. This means go ahead and test. There you go. Now, choosing the you need to grab the machine on your right.
I want to overcharge and
Since
finish
your
your machine,
is
but okay.
attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. This means my machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position.
Okay.
But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point.
Makes sense.
Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. Ha, see? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards.
Okay.
Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if
It's
my
still in the
machine had
forest.
been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage.
Okay.
And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several. Useful, right?
Okay.
Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently.
Yes,
This
this
is what we
and this
call
one.
a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me
Okay.
show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again.
Okay.
Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering from me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play.
Okay. Not too complicated, but a lot of things to know. So click once and again. Nice.
Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup points, and you can spend up to 10 assembling your army. Knowing what each machine brings to the game and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look,
Obviously.
shall we?
The
Pick
type
up
not
that
too
machine
sure,
on
the
your left.
skills, okay. Left. Does not have any skill.
All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell by the shape of the base the piece stands on. A melee type machine attacks the
The shape.
first enemy within range, and no one else. We've seen
Yeah,
this plenty of
this.
times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Move the machine forward.
Okay.
Great, now
Two.
grab your other machine.
Ah, okay. This one has thingies there.
Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner-type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces.
Shut up.
Let's go with this piece first.
Okay.
This is a ram-type machine. Attack an enemy with it, and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great way to take the advantage
Grassland
away
gain
from your
+1.
opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at.
Yes, this.
Now this is a beauty of a piece. A
Can move 3
dash-type
times.
machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here,
That
I'll
was
show you.
confusing. Okay.
Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a
Okay.
few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure you've got more important things to do, so I made you a list.
Yeah, thank you.
It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so if you want to play a real game, just let me
Yeah,
know.
okay. And I've been waiting like 17 minutes for that. Plus about... How many? 5 episodes? Something like that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oops. Ah, okay.
Let's play.
Mm-hmm. What does that do? Oh, I did.
Board's
not
all
meant to
yours.
put it there.
My turn.
Mm.
Your move, Red.
I can't attack. Oh, it wasn't the piece I wanted to use. I wanted to use this one.
I got a tough fight ahead of me.
My bad.
Okay, let's see.
3. I cannot get it to behind. I'll just do this. It's just game over, right? Never mind. It's overcharge and finish it.
Oh,
I lost one
thought I
attack
had
because he
that
was
one.
there. Okay, I gotta be more careful about where the piece is gonna go. Okay. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Are you taking from a hill terrain? Okay, what's a hill terrain? Glossary, wait. Board. Anything? Hill. Hill, okay, hill is that. So I'm gonna put it there. So I can pressure the spot, if possible. I'll put this one here. I'm gonna put the other twos around there. They're the same.
Your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna move there. Not letting my pieces take too many risks. Oh, I can only move 2, yeah. I've been playing with 2 pieces, I thought I could move like once per turn. My bad.
Time to get serious.
Okay, let's do the mistakes in the beginning, so I won't do them later.
That's it
First
for
of
me.
all, I want high ground. Okay, first things first. Okay.
Hey, I like that piece where it
So
was.
overcharge. Get rid of it. I have control of this side of the terrain, so it's good.
Knocked right
Now I
off
just
the
need to
board.
start like choking her around there.
I'm up. You're up, Red. Whoa! Got me
Okay, I was
good.
wondering why this one took 1 more damage, but look. It has a weakness there, to the side, where I attacked. So 2 from my machine, plus 1 there, plus 1 damage on each machine because they collided. And I can overcharge, and do the exact same thing, and I get rid of this one,
less
and
piece
I
on the
damage
board.
there. And I'm gonna do the same thing, rotate there, and I'm gonna overcharge, get rid of this one,
I better step up my game.
next turn. Yeah, can just finish.
Time to make my move. Just one piece left. You got me. Fair and square.
I lost the machine though. It's okay. Hard, apparently. Let's do this. Okay, what's this? You cannot see the machines one by one. Okay, I'll discover it in game, I guess. View opponent set. Ah, there you are. Machine doesn't have a skill. Okay, can move 3 times to attack, 5 HP. Okay. That's just straight up better than the little borrower. And there it rams. So I have to be careful not aligning my machines next to each other. So at least the ram won't damage 2 machines at once. Okay, let me see. Linsorn 2 points, the Scourger 1 point, Borrower same. This there. The other one about there. And I see from which half of the map I want to play on. Already has 2 machines on this side. I'm gonna put a little Borrower there. This way and see where she puts the machine. I put a Scourger to face this one. Okay, she's starting to overload the side of the board. So now the Scourger there. And a little one here.
I'm up.
Okay. That moves a lot.
Your turn.
No. How can I cancel? You should be able to cancel. That's lame. I am meant to do that. I'm gonna try something. It's gonna eat my machine. Wait. About this. Okay, weakness from behind. Hmm. Let's just do this. Okay, that was stupid. Wait. Then why did the machine move? This one is melee. It's not ram type. Okay, whatever. Man, okay. Select the machine and then rotate. 3 damage plus 1 because it hit air. Okay, I don't think I can do anything else. No, so finish.
Okay,
Didn't mean to do that this turn, but at least I got 1 for 0.
You're up, Red.
this into moving this one there.
Well, that's done now. Time to get serious.
Ouch. Oh, it doesn't deal that much damage.
Board's all yours.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this counts as where it began. The attack. Okay, check. Makes sense. What is this? It's another conjure, right? Yeah, it is. So it's okay. Can do this and attack. 1 for 0.
Off the board
I'm a
it
bit worried
goes.
about this one. It's gonna die for free, but should be okay. I still didn't touch this one.
Time to make my move.
Okay, it's a bit more complex than it
Well,
looks.
that's done now.
Maybe I should have overloaded this one and keep that one safer. But it's okay.
Knocked right off the board.
Okay, attack. Yeah. That's
That
it.
was a surprise.
This
Single
gives me
machine
1
left?
point.
That ain't good.
Okay, normally I won't die this turn because she needs 3 points and this one gives 2.
My turn.
It's okay. This one's also gonna take 1 damage. It's fine. GG.
Just one piece left.
It's
That sure
not that
dampens
hard.
the forge.
Unless I choke it up. Oops.
My
I think I messed up.
That's the game.
Should have pulled the
You
other
up
one
for a
away.
rematch?
Okay. Yeah, let's try.
Good luck.
I was reckless with the positioning there. It was stupid. I'm actually gonna set those up there. So it's a little easier for me. I'm gonna play on one side only. I'm gonna put one there to cover. I have an idea. Since those ones are kinda shit, I'm just gonna put them in the back.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Your move, Red. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. That was brutal.
That one's vulnerable.
I'm up.
Overcharge attack again, I guess. No? Ah, okay.
One less piece on
The AI is actually really good on this. You can just move and attack. I'm gonna protect my machine. 1, 2 with a sprint 3, it cannot reach there, so it's okay. So I can just move, overcharge again,
Off the board it goes.
like this. 1, 2. Yeah, looks good like this. Let's finish.
Time to get serious.
It's kind of like a
That's it for
patience
me.
game. What? I'm just waiting for your opponent to play, and then you are the one playing.
Oh, seriously? Knocked right off the board.
We'll lose this one, but it's okay. I have another one.
Time to make my move.
Why? Okay, okay. No, the AI is actually
That
fucking
was
smart. I wouldn't see that one coming. The AI is smart.
That's it for me.
Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not gonna be enough. Wait, what? What the fuck happened there? Okay, never mind. I fucked up. My bad. I might lose the game now.
Oh, bold choice.
No, it was stupid. You can say it. I admit. Hmm. I had another mistake. I know I'm forced to overcharge.
You
Should
got
have moved
me
this
down
one.
in one piece. I am impressed.
I'm doing a lot of mistakes, but it's the first time. Just getting used to this.
Just one piece left.
Okay. That was close. Normally
Now
I win.
that was a game.
Yep,
Even
because
if I
I get the
lost.
point before. I still do a lot of mistakes. But the AI, honestly, the fucking AI is good. Defeat all of the opponents, boards and this reward, skill points, defeat 3 beginners, strike players to earn this. Okay. I guess you can try. Okay, I cannot.
I'll see you later,
Anyway.
Aloy.
That's it. Machine strike.
Seats always
Finally.
open.
I don't know if I'm actually gonna get this on video or not. Maybe if I'll do, I'll dedicate special videos for it. But well. Before finishing the episode, let's talk to
Aloy.
Petra.
Back for more, huh?
One of the, if
Another
not the
round
best
here?
side character.
Heard you've been busy. As for me, I'm gonna need a few more of these before I get back to the forge.
Is there something on your mind?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. I never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Karja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talland. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
I could.
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Olvin's plans. Now, if only there were some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could bristlebacks in the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree.
Okay, we
Since
kinda
no one knows where the
already
bristlebacks came from, Olvind, he's hoping
had
to
this
dance till the
conversation, but it's
just
just
as
slightly
late. He's been trying
alterated
to
because I've
people
already cleared
lots
the
of give
theme.
him half a
Damn closures.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Carja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Carja for one. At least, not anymore. They're but whatever side of the sun they're on, don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food.
So they're just camped outside by a train, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for...
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law breaking.
Well, if I'm
Anyway.
up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
I have my
Much
next episode then.
appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Tolan making it rougher.
This Talon guy might still be in chain scrape. I could have a word with him first.
Toland. Nighttime doesn't seem to do anything in this game. Okay.
It's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Carja.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A Stormbird. Nailed it myself with the harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself. It clipped its wing. And it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Carja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starved before I have to lift a finger.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to Carja lovers. On your blasted way.
I wish I could kick his ass. 200 meters. No. Can I leave? No, she refuses to. Maybe. There you go. Nice. Wait. I'm a moron.
All right.
I forgot. I'm gonna do this next episode because I forgot to finish this one. Anyway, guys, thank you one more time for being there with me for another episode on Horizon. We see each other for the next one. Till then, consider leaving a comment, a like on the video if you like it, or a dislike it if you didn't. Never forget about it. Stay the way you are. You're amazing. And see you guys